Hello Year 5, in today's maths lesson we are going to concentrate on mastering the skill of long multiplication, timesing a 2-digit by a 2-digit number. In Mr. James' lesson on Tuesday you may have concentrated on bronze where you did a 4-digit times a single digit. So today I really want you to listen and concentrate because long multiplication is not scary. You are going to master this today. So, pause the screen and write the title and the date, please. Okay, let's start off with a little bit of total recall. So I'd like you to have a look at the calculations on the left-hand side, the times tables. Then I'd like you to apply your knowledge to the right-hand side to solve them. Make links and look at the fact that the 3 has turned into a 30. It's got 10 times bigger, so your answer will have to get 10 times bigger. Pause the screen and have a go at answering those. Okay, let's go through the answers. So we've got 3 times 8 is 24, so 30 times 8 is 240. The 3 is 10 times bigger, so our answer has to be 10 times bigger. When something's 10 times bigger, it moves up the place value columns 1 place, and we can add a 0 placeholder. So basically you can just add a 0 on the end. Then we've got 4 times 5 is 20, so 40 times 5, the 4 has got 10 times bigger, it's gone to 40, so our answer needs to be 10 times bigger, so we need to pop that 0 on the end, so 200. 6 times 7 is 42, so 60 times 70. Ooh, in this calculation, the 6 has got 10 times bigger, but so has the 7 got 10 times bigger. So actually our answer needs to get 100 times bigger. There's 2 zeros there, and there needs to be 2 zeros on the end of your answer. Well done if you got those correct. Tick them and fix them if you got them wrong. If you need help with your times tables today, please head over to the Teams File tab where you can download a multiplication square to help you today. Okay, we're going to start off having a look at a bronze example question. So it says choose the correct symbol to complete the calculation. Those symbols are called more than, equal to and less than. So that's basically the crocodile bites the bigger number, or if the numbers are the same, you use your equal sign. I'm going to demonstrate how we're going to solve that calculation now. So this is the bronze question. We need to decide, are we going to put a more than, less than, or an equal to sign in there. I'm going to talk you through how to do this calculation really slowly, so best listening, and then you'll be able to access bronze and you'll probably get them all right. So we can make this like short multiplication if we cover up the tens number. So we're going to concentrate on just doing 2 times 38 for the minute. Now you all did so well on your short multiplication, and this is short multiplication. So you've got 2 times 8 is 16. Now we can't put 16 in here because we can't put 2 digits in one place value column. So we're going to exchange up. The 10 is going to go under the line, so we can add it on in a minute. 16. 2, now we're going to go over to the 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Don't forget to add on that one we exchanged. 7. Now we can cover the 2 up. We've dealt with the 2, so we're going to do another short multiplication question. But we can't really do 1 times 8 because that's not a 1, is it? It's not in the ones column, it's a 10. So let's just write down here that we need to do 10 times 38. Now, there is a little trick here that can help you. If you want to treat this like a 1, which we all do, we'd rather that would be a 1 than a 10, we can take this 0, pop it in here. And I say, don't get caught, add a 0. So that means that we can now treat this 10 like a 1. So now we can cover this up, go to the ones column, always go over to the ones column first, and then the tens, then the hundreds if you've got more digits. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 3 is 3. Now we can ignore the whole of the top of the calculation and just add our 2 answers together. 6 add 0 is 6. 7 add 8, well I know that 2 7s is 14, so an extra 1 will be 15. Again, exchange up. If you want to pop a 0 in there just to remind you it's 0, you can. 0 add 3 is 3, add on the 1 is 4. Well done. Right, let's head over to the other calculation. So the first thing we're going to do is do 4 times 33. Let's get rid of that 1. We don't need that. Now we can do it. 4 times 3 is 12. Exchange up. Pop it under the line. 4 times 3 is 12. Add on the 1 you've just exchanged up. 13. No more calculations so that your number can go here. It doesn't have to go under the line, because you could do 4 times 0 is 0. Add on the 1 is 1. But it's the end of that part of the calculation, so it can just go there. Now we're going to do 10 times 33, because this one is not a 1, it's not in the ones column, it's a 10. Now, what can we do to treat it like a 1? Don't get caught, add a 0. Now we can do 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Now we need to add these two answers together. So 2 add 0 is 2. 3 add 3 is 6, 1 add 3 is 4, and our answer is 462. Don't stop there, Year 5. That's not actually the question. The question was, is 38 times 12 more than, less than, or equal to 33 times 14? So this is this answer, and this is this answer. So I need to look at these now. 456 or 462. Which one's bigger? This one, because it's got 6 in its tens column. This has only got 5. So this is the bigger number. They've both got 4 in their hundreds. So my crocodile needs to bite my bigger number. Okay, and if you want to, you could put it in there as well, just to see it. And then you would need to write in your book, 38 times 12 is less than 33 times 14, because 33 times 14 is 462. Okay. Let's go through an example of silver now. Now, Year 5, if you've been doing bronze all the time, don't be scared of silver, because silver is very similar. Okay, it's just got some different numbers in it today, and you have to lay it out yourself. So the questions look a bit like this. Same question, 15 times 38, is it more than, less than, or equal to 13 times 42? But you need to lay out the calculation for yourself. Let me show you how to do that. So here is my silver. I've laid out my calculation, ready to go. So we've got 15 times 38. Is it more than, less than, or equal to 13 times 42? Right, let's start by covering up that. We don't need that. We're going to do 8 times 15. Let me just remind myself that I'm doing 8 times 15. So start with the ones column. 8 times 5 is 40. Exchange up, pop the 4 under the line. 8 times 1 is 8. Add on the 4 is 12. Oh, that's the end of our calculation for there, so it can go on the top bit. Okay, now we want to do 3 times 5 and 3 times 1 because we know they're easy times tables. So, but we're actually, it's not a 3, is it? So we're going to do 30 times 15 just to remind ourselves. Now we want to treat it like a 3, so don't get caught, add a 0, a 0. Doing that, Year 5, enables you to treat this like a 3. Okay? So 3 times 5 is 15. Make sure when you put that 0 in, it's right underneath where your other answer is. Don't pop it over here, because then when you add up, you'll get the wrong answer. So 3 times 5 is 15, exchange under the line. 3 times 1 is 3, add on the 1 is 4. Okay, now we can ignore all the top, and we can add these two things up. It's good when you exchange up and you add it on to cross it off once you've added it on, because you know that you've then crossed it off, and it also means that it doesn't get in the way when you do this bit. You're not going to add it up instead of. 0 add 0 is 0. 2 add 5, not the 4, we've done that. 2 add 5 is 7. 1 add 4 is 5. Well done, we've got our first answer. 15 times 38 is 570. Let's have a look at 13 times 42. So let's start doing 2 times 13. I'm going to pop that in the brackets at the side to remind us that's what we're doing. So 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. Nice and easy. Now we're going to do 40 times 13. Now to make life easier, we want to treat the 40 like a 4. So don't get caught, add an or. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 1 is 4, add on the 1 is 5. Now we're going to add our two answers up. 6 add 0 is 0. 6, what am I thinking? 6 add 0 is 6. 2 add 2 is 4. And 0 add 5 is 5. So our answer is 546. So 13 times 42 is 546, 15 times 38 is 570. Which calculation is biggest? 570. So that's this 15 times 38 is bigger, so the crocodile needs to write the bigger answer. If you want to pop it in there just to remind you, you can. And make sure that when you write it in your book, you put the right calculation underneath the right side, because it'd be a bit confusing if this calculation was over here and this one was over here. So it just means that that answer is that calculation. Okay? Now, in both bronze, silver and gold, gold you've got harder numbers when it comes to yours. In bronze, silver and gold, there are questions like the next one. True or false? 46 times 25 is 943. So you basically have to be the teacher in these questions. You need to look at them and think, oh, okay, how am I going to check if it's correct? Now, you could completely ignore what they've done, work it out in your book. If you get the same answer, you could say it's true. If you get the wrong answer, you could say it's false. Or you could do like I'm doing, which is work your way through it. So I'm going to get a highlighter. And I'm going to start with 5 times 6 is 30. That bit's correct. Now I'm going to do 5 times 4 is 20. Add on the 3. Yep, they've got that, 23. Let's change my colour of my highlighter a second. Now we're going to do 20 times 6, but actually we want to do 2 times 6. So yes, they have put a 0 in there, so that's helpful. Now we've got 2 times 6 is 12. Ooh, where's the 1 there? They haven't exchanged up. They've got the 2 right. I know, let me get my pen. And then I can just pop in here the 1 that they've forgotten. Right, let's see if the rest of the calculation is right. 2 times 4 is 8. Add on the 1 is 9. So the 8 is wrong. That should be a 9. So they haven't exchanged up. Sorry, bit of a sideways 9. They haven't exchanged up that 10, have they? They've just put the 2 in there and forgot about putting that 1 under the line to add it on in a minute. So that's what they've forgotten, which means this answer will be wrong. 0 add 0 is 0. 3 add 2 is 5. 2 add 9 is 11. There we go. So the answer is false. They got it wrong. So you can use either technique to work out if the answer is true or false. Okay, so the worksheets are in on Teams in the Files tab for you to access. I know they look a bit small on the screen here. You can pause it and use that one on the screen, but they are there and they're nice and big and clear in the Files tab on Teams. So bronze today, I'm just popped this up so I can show you what type of work it is, so you can choose which activity you're going to do. So you've got to use those more than, less than, or equal to symbols to solve those calculations. But look at the numbers. The numbers don't go bigger than 4. You've got lots of 1 times something. So you should find, actually, your times table knowledge will be absolutely fine with this and you'll be great at doing it. Okay, then you've got true or false. 16 times 12 is 182 and 15 times 21 is 315. So you can solve that calculation yourself. Then we've got complete the calculation below, which you can have a go at. Silver sheet. You haven't got any numbers laid out for you. You just need to solve those calculations and use the more than, less than, or equal to symbols. You've got a true or false question and you've got to complete the calculation below. Gold again, you've got some missing numbers in there, so you need to complete the statement below choosing your own digits. So you need to put your own digits in there to make the statement correct. So 34 times 70 something needs to be bigger than 30 something times 75. And you've also got a true or false, but you've got some missing numbers in there. You need to use those digit cards in the right place to work out if it's correct. And then you've got complete the calculation, but you've got missing numbers in there, so you need to work out what those digits are to get the answers below. Challenge today, you've got to multiply 2 digits by 2 digits using the cards below to create an odd number and then an even number. Then you've got some reasoning questions to answer, and you've got to explain whether Terry and May have solved their calculations correct. Okay, so you can head over to Teams where you'll find all the worksheets nicely laid out for you. I'm about to go through the answers now. The answers are also on Teams if you need them. So here's the bronze answers, silver answers today, gold answers, and challenge answers. Have a lovely day, Year 5. Remember to share your work with us so we can see how you're getting on. And remember, all the questions and answers are in Teams in the Files tab. Bye!